Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home-field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Smothers. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again. I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive line to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd and 6 yards to go. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for room, it's Hill. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Hard running there.
surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going for it all. He's got it down the left. Off to the races. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 87-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna run it. It's Hill. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Russell. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, and receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking for running room. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Keelan Russell. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really...
Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Out wide right, it's Wingo. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Coleman. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. DB's right up on the receivers. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Tries to get it himself. Turning it on. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's fourth down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead as we get a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields the punt. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Texas offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on second down. They give it to him again. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit...
Room to the right. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, it's Smothers. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They'll run him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Third down from the gun, Manning. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or
there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Look out! And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Russell. Got his man. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Delayed handoff. It's Hill. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Kick is in the air. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The run inside. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
as an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Here's Arch to throw. Out wide. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Now here's Manning. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They go play action with Manning. He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Quick give. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Out wide right, it's Riley. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It's complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hits inside, it's Smothers. Runs through a tackle. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Manning. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Russell. They're all over it. And he gets it away.
It's not just about sacks and getting the quarterback on the ground. You can hurry him up, speed up that thought process, get near his legs. All those things lead to incompletions and sometimes mistakes.
2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Right side, it's Edwards. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Avoids the pressure and gets away. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown time! Ran the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Simon. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep
trying to get behind the defense. Makes a grab down the middle. He's loose. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David, when the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point...
wide open spaces. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Long way to go on second down. Quick give. It's Smothers. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Manning from the gun on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Arch is going to throw for it. And he makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Dropping back, it's Russell. Out wide right, it's Hill. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Keelan Russell. Rushes on. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going on just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get ready.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown, Texas! Fitted in the window for the score. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. To throw, Manning. It's caught. The two-pointer is good, and now we have a one-possession game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide ready to roll on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Russell. Extending the play. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The 20. He's at the 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Longhorns are threatening on first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. He's got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Russell. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. To throw, it's Russell. Pulls it in. Brings him to the open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll move the tight end. Russell. Under pressure. Gets rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. Stepping to the right. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Simon. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wideout. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Rid of it on the RPO. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese.
Running free at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... to the 25-yard line. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Manning on play action. He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. Open spaces. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Longhorns! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Rodgers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Handoff to the lone back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Sends it back in motion. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Keelan Russell. Right side, it's Hill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Again, it's Russell. Left side, it's Rodgers. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The RPO got it. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught on the RPO. Fights off the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Throwing Russell. He's got the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Move. Again, it's Russell. Converts on fourth down. Still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Arch Madness. On the move, he fires. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jess.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Russell. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but